Hello and welcome back to the Sun Bowl, this time for Freestyle. If you haven't watched racing, I recommend doing so before you watch Freestyle. If you have watched racing, well then we have these same 16 trucks from racing here in Freestyle. This is currently part 1, and at the end of part 2 you can vote for which truck you believe won Freestyle, and the truck that won Freestyle will move on to the World Finals, which is just one event away. So, without further ado, if you haven't seen any of the freestyles before, hit here to skip the rules. Otherwise, here are the rules. Alright, so for freestyle, every truck will have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to complete their run upon hitting the first obstacle or doing a donut or some other kind of stunt. Anyway, once those 2 minutes and 30 seconds are over, then anything else the truck does afterwards will not be counted for the rest of the run. If a truck happens to roll over, it is allowed to roll itself back up. Recently, due to a BeamNG drive update, we've changed this rule a little bit, since oil pretty much starves the moment the truck flips over. So, again, 2 minutes and 30 seconds for each truck, and if they flip over on their wheels, they are allowed to roll themselves back over. But if they roll onto their roof and their wheels are not touching the ground, then they may not roll themselves back over, since it would pretty much be impossible for a truck to do that. So, let us get on with the event. Our first truck today here at the Sun Bowl is Outlaw. They did really good in racing, making it all the way into the semi-finals. So let's see what they have for us here in their freestyle run. Getting a little bit of a feel for the track here as they go around searching for an obstacle to hit. Gonna go up into the racing area. Now looks like they found their obstacle as they head off. Getting some pretty big air and landing right back down. Going up sideways along the racing lane as they clip the middle ramp. Flipping over, can they save it? Yes, they can. Just gotta climb themselves off the wall there. They head back to the racing lane. Up they go, jumping over the center ramp. Going up on 2 wheels for a bit, tumbling around once again, and back on all 4 tires. Going for the van obstacle, up they go. Looks like their rear right wheel is broken. Steering in that tire is... oh yeah, that tire's definitely broken. Flipping the truck back onto its wheels once again. Gonna give themselves a donut here. Some amazing donuts there by Outlaw, getting flipped around as they flip on the truck car there. Flipping themselves over once again, tumbling around even more, and right back onto all 4 tires. Going for the backflip ramp, not quite getting the backflip they wanted, but the truck still flips itself around. Going up and cutting across the obstacle, landing on the center obstacle there. Headed back to the racing lane, up they go, going sideways, landing on the side, shedding the rest of the body panels off. Can they recover? Looks like they can. And there they go. Right back on all their tires once again. Going for the other backflip ramp up here. Up they go, rotating around, landing it right back down. Flipping the wall there, they head up another ramp. Bouncing off where one of the starting lines were. Up they go, landing into the water, spinning the truck around once again. Popping it into a small wheelie, careful not to hit the construction equipment there. Off they go, and time is up for Outlaw. So this jump there will not be put into their final score, as the truck flips over and ends their run. Our next truck up today here at the Sun Bowl is Be Aware. Pretty good looking truck in my opinion. Let's see what they have for us in their freestyle. Going for the ramp here at the starting line. Up they go. Some pretty good air. Going up for the center ramp. Up they go. Landing right on top of it. Spinning the truck around before they hit the wall. Going for the water. Up and over they go. Clearing the whole obstacle. Going up into the racing area. They spin the truck around. Up over the shipping container, some huge air off of that. Cutting across the big center obstacle. And going for the center ramp again, up they go, landing a little bit awkwardly, but the truck is still driving. Getting some pretty good air off the ramp there, going for the racing lane. Up they go, some more big air landing on the opposite side. Again, trying not to hit the shipping containers here. Be Aware going for the racing lane again. Up they go, some more huge air off of that. Up they go, nice little bounce. Going for the backflip ramp it seems. Up they go. Don't quite get a lot of rotation, and they land outside the stadium on the signs. That's going to end the run a little bit early here for Be Aware. Up next, we have the truck that beat Be Aware, the FTI Torque. They did pretty good in racing as well, and they're back here for freestyle. Going for the van obstacle, up they go, some pretty big air off that obstacle there. Looks like they're going to give us a donut. Popping it up on one of the wheels, one of the wheels coming up. Going over the lake there. Up they go, one of the ramps right outside the entrance to the stadium. Doesn't look like they're going to go for the backflip ramp just yet. Up they go, some big air. Landing it down for a nice bounce. Popping it up into the lake. Bringing the truck around. Up they go, clearing the entire obstacle there with the air they get. Still not going for the backflip ramp just yet. Off they go, up over the center ramp. Some more big air from FTI Torque once again. Looks like they're going to hit this in reverse. Up they go. Some pretty good air from going in reverse on the racing lane. Up the center ramp they go, some more big air, landing it down hard on a little bump there at the end of the ramp. Up they go, getting some more huge air. Bouncing the truck up into the air. Looks like they're going to go for the backflip ramp now. Up they go. Not a lot of rotation as they landed on top of the ramp. Rolling the truck over and landing it back on all four wheels. Getting the truck spun around, they flip the center obstacle in the racing lane, flip the truck over, right back on all of its tires. Going for the starting line ban. Up in the racing area, turning themselves around. Going back the way they came. Up they go, some more big air, and time is now up for FTI Torque. As the truck then slams into the wall and flips over, ending their run here. Pretty good run from FTI Torque. Might even be first place worthy. I don't know. We still have more trucks to go. Up next we have Arachnophobia. Raced against some pretty good trucks here. Was pretty good in racing. And now they are here for their freestyle run. Looks like they found their obstacle. Up over the racing lane they go, clearing the entire lane there. Bringing themselves around, going up over the lake and clearing that as well. Some pretty good air from Arachnophobia. Bringing the truck around, going up over the backflip ramp. Some more big air and a big bounce. Taps the wall a little bit, but that's fine. Going for the trash truck here, up they go. Landing it back down with a neat little bounce. Bringing the truck around. Looks like they tried to do a donut here, but didn't quite get the speed for it. Going for the center ramp, some pretty good air. Bouncing once again, going for the other center ramp. Up they go, some huge air off of that. Be careful not to hit the wall, they're going to put it in reverse. Up they go, up the racing lane, landing it back down. Ooh, bouncing off the ramp there. And ending up right onto their roof. They cannot flip themselves over from that, and it will unfortunately end their run. Up next we have Toro Loco, this time the black one. I believe we had the yellow one in the previous event, but now we have the black one here. Let's see what Toro Loco has for us here in Freestyle. Looks like they're going to get themselves lined up for the obstacle here. Get themselves nice lined up for the starting line. Looks like they're going to get some huge air off of this. Off they go. Up over the ramp and some huge air from Toro Loco to start out their run. Bringing the truck around, going for the racing lane. Some more big air. Landing right back down, going for the van obstacle. Getting a little stuck on it, but crawling right over. Off they go for the center ramp. Up they go, landing it back down. Hitting the obstacle on the other side, popping the nose up into the sky as they crawl across the entire obstacle. Looks like they're going to try and get a donut started here, but it doesn't quite look like the truck wants to make the turn. There we go. Toro Loco giving us a donut. Or at least a little bit of a donut. Back to the racing lane they go. Steam coming out the nose. They crawl over the entire obstacle. Going for the backflip ramp now. Up they go. Doesn't quite get the rotation. Lands on the ramp. Loses some of the body panels and a horn. Comes right back down. Going for the center ramp, up they go, nose to the sky, and a sky wheelie once again before coming right back down. Up and over the lake, headed sideways, flipping the truck over, just shedding the rest of the body off as they roll the truck over. Pretty good run from Toro Loco so far. Up and into the air they go. Spinning the truck around, flipping it over. Ooh, flipping it over once again. Can they recover? They bounce off the wall. They end up on their roof. Looks like it might be the run, the end of the run. But nope, the truck flips onto its side. That will cost them quite a lot of valuable time left. Off they go, back to the lake. Up they go. Clipping the van, jumping over the backflip ramp, they flip over it. Oh, losing their front wheel too. And El Toro Loco will flip over, this time on its roof, just as time expires. Pretty good run from El Toro Loco, but is it World Finals worthy? Well, we still have more trucks to go through. Up next we have Maiden. Raced against Monster Energy in racing, lost, but let's see what Maiden can do for us here in Freestyle. Very pretty looking truck, I must say. Very, very purple indeed. But hey, this track seems rather purple, so it seems rather fitting. Up over the trash truck they go. Some huge air off of that. Landing the truck back down, spinning themselves around up to the racing lane. Some big air off the racing lane. Trying to bring the truck back around. Up over the backflip ramp and clearing the van as they get across the field. Climbing over the garbage truck once again. Seems like they're going to try to go across this main obstacle here. Up they go into a bit of a backflip, bouncing off the ramp, rolling it over. Can they recover? No. Unfortunately, it seems the truck is on its roof, and that will unfortunately be the end of the run here for Maiden. Up next we have one of my personal favorite trucks from when it ran, the Team Suzuki truck. I don't know why, I just kind of really like this truck, especially from I believe Urban Assault was the game it was in. I believe so, either Urban Assault or the 2007 game, but we have it here in Beam, so we're going to use it here in Beam. Let's see what Suzuki has for us in Freestyle. Looks like Suzuki has found their obstacles. They get lined up for it. Alright, as soon as they hit that ramp, their time will start. Off they go, speeding towards the lake. Up they go, clearing the couple obstacles right next to them. Anyway, time has started for Suzuki now, as they bring the truck around. Up they go over the shipping container as the backflip ramp. Going for the center obstacle, nose into the air for a sky wheelie. Being careful not to hit the wall there, some of the other trucks have today. Off for the racing lane, up they go, some huge air from Suzuki. They then put it into the backflip ramp, up they go, spinning around. Bouncing off the ramp, but the truck seems to be fine. Off to go to the next ramp, up they go, yet another big sky wheel from Suzuki, and that landing looks like it definitely broke something. It seems the rear right wheel has lost all of its steering. Going for the lake once again, up and over, almost clearing it, landing pretty hard, it sounded like. Bringing the truck around into a donut, it seems, trying not to get stuck in the entrance. Then they get into the entrance, but oh well. Trying to bring the truck around, but that broken rear wheel is definitely not helping them at all. Up the center ramp they go, bouncing on the little hump there. Flipping the truck around, right back on all four tires. Suzuki coming back around, up over the racing lane they go, turning the truck sideways as they do, bouncing off the van obstacle in the starting line, going across the main obstacle, bouncing it off, spinning over, driving on one wheel for a tiny bit there, trying to balance the truck Still having some problems turning around. Let's see what Suzuki has for us in these final seconds of this freestyle run. Back to the lake they go, up and over, bouncing off the bump. Flipping the truck over, driving on the sidewalls of the tires there. Can they make it across? They make it across the obstacles, spinning around once again. Time is now up for Suzuki. Looks like Suzuki's not done here. Backing the truck up, going across the other obstacle. Flipping the truck over. And can they save it? Looks like they're going to try and save it here. And right back on all 4 tires. And it seems that this will be the end of the run here for Suzuki. Up next, we have the truck called Outlaw. Since the Sun Bowl is in Texas, I figured why not a truck called Outlaw while I was going through the vehicle list. So here we have Outlaw, and let's see what they have for freestyle. Looks like they're going to start off with the center ramp here, different from everyone else who just goes around it. And Outlaw is going to combo it up into a sky wheelie from the other center ramp. Bringing the truck back around into the racing lane. High up into the air he goes. Landing the truck right back down. Gonna go for the backflip ramp pretty early. Up he goes. Some nice rotation. Bounces off the ramp. Tumbles down the side of the stadium. Rolls himself around some more. Oh, looks like he might get himself stuck here. Ooh, right into the entranceway. And it seems Outlaw is gonna get themselves stuck right in the entrance. Yeah, this is, and they're on their roof. An unfortunate end to part 1. While we move Outlaw out of the way, I will see you again in part 2.